too,
Yeah.
believe me. All right, let me plug this in and turn it on, and then we'll.
Whoops.
Okay, we have a few people joining us so far. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, it's the day before St. Patrick's Day. And welcome, Becky. We are so glad you're here. And everybody, you are going to be terribly excited like we all were when Becky came in. That's why we're late, because we were looking at her samples. So you're joining us at Memory Bound in Iowa, and we're so happy you're here. We're going to have a really crafty morning today. Becky's back. Becky's back. That's kind of a cool thing to say. So welcome as you're joining us. Becky's here. She's going to show us a lot of projects with the Retro Bus Kit from Elizabeth Craft Designs. And you will be amazed, just like we were here this morning at Memory Bound. She's even got Mickey Mouse. And so she's got cards, she's got an album, she's got the little Easter Bunny bus, and a bonus is she's going to show us how to make foiled eggs. And Becky, it just keeps on going because you also brought a card in for St. Patrick's Day. So welcome, everybody. Oh, yes, Kay says it's going to be 70 degrees in Ankeny today for spring break.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I broke out my sandals because Diane wore hers a day before I did, and I usually try to wear them as long as I can because I just think they're more comfortable and I like them. So I got my sandals out. We got some cool product, and we've got Becky here with the retro bus and some foiling, and I think we can probably get started. Everyone's joining us, and I think what we'll have to do is maybe show what all you get in the retro bus kit. So you got that. Okay, yeah. Becky's on the ball. She's been here before. She has shown us lots of cool things. She's a huge Tim Holtz fan. And you can see, and Elizabeth Crafts, and you can see by her designs how stylized they are. And oh my gosh. Okay, I just saw the flower on the headlights. Does that come, or is that something you did?
Be patient. Yes, it comes.
I know. I'm so excited. I can't wait. We sold out of the retro bus kit when it first came in. It sold out immediately, and we just got our second supply in. And I think we've got a lot of people out there that have this product already. So, and hopefully, maybe more of you will be inspired today.
When you get it, you get this sheet that gives you ideas. And it's got two-sided, so you get all kinds of ideas. Yeah. And like I did Mickey Mouse, but like she's got her squirrel in there. Any kind of die cut, so you can cut out papers, stickers, whatever to be driving. But that's just a little idea sheet that you get. You get this stamp set. Let me get it out of here so you can see it better. You get that.
Maybe there we go. And Becky has used hers a little bit.
Yeah. So you get that, and then you get all the dies.
And it's a little misleading because you're getting 2 sheets of dies.
Yeah.
In the package, you can only see 1, but you do get 2.
Because she's really good about trying to fill in all the empty spaces. So here's all the dies that you get.
So you don't just get the bus, you get the words,
you get
some flowers, you get some shades. I absolutely love the guitar. I think I'd want it just for the guitar. And the luggage is pretty cool.
Yeah, boots, all kinds of stuff.
And suitcase. Okay, gotcha. So very neat.
Since she gives you so many, and some of the words are hard to see, some are worse than others. I learned this from Diane.
Oh, okay.
Is to always make a sample of what's on the die. I take all the pieces and cut them out. And also, it kind of, by doing this, you learn from your mistakes. Like, I was putting these stickers on, and then I went to do the wheels, and I'm like, oh, I should have done the wheels first.
Oh, before
So I stuck them up here as a reminder. If you do this first, your wheels aren't going to...
Your wheels are going to be on front of your bumper?
Yes, you kind of learn by doing a sample, too.
All right, and flip it over again. No, like that.
Yeah. So then you see all the dies and you know what you have.
I like that peace and love.
Yeah.
Peace and love, baby.
Yeah, so I always put them on there. I don't do this with everything, but on hers I do, just because
there's so many
there's
dyes.
So many that it's just easy to look at this and then know.
So the retro bust kit, Janet's probably going to post a link here if she hasn't already, and maybe she has. It's $49.99, and it's from Elizabeth Craft Designs. And if you wanted to get this, you could just type in retro bust, and it'll pop right up in the search bar at our online store. Or give us a call or come on in.
So that's all that you get. So you get a bunch of stuff with it.
I'd say so.
And then on the cards, I did post these on Elizabeth Craft's site. So if you think, oh, I've seen these before, that's why, because I posted
They're
them
Becky's originals, and she's been sharing them.
And I did that to the eggs on the attic site, too, so you might have seen them. But this one is just kind of a basic. The papers that I used, let's do that first. I went through the Reminisce books.
Okay, and if you're not familiar with those, let's show one. These are also from Elizabeth Craft Designs, and these...
She's got a new one coming. There's 3 so far, but the front half are thinner papers, and the back half are the exact same papers, but they're thicker. So, and they're great papers. I mean, I'm just going to flip quick, but you can see all the different kinds of stuff that you get, and a lot of these...
would make good buses.
Yeah, and like here it starts over in the thicker papers again. And there's a lot of stuff that you can cut out and add to things.
Those have been really popular.
Probably
probably one of our #1 paper packs that we've had for sale.
So I used those. I used this one.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah. And I also used, and I don't know, I didn't see it, I don't know if they still make it, but it was the Craft Consortium metal textures.
Oh, okay.
And that's like the...
Oh, like the rusty bus?
The rusty and stuff. Cause it
I think we can still get those, so we will see if we can, or if we can get that one.
That's on that and that both. All the metal texture-y, and I did a bunch in my book too.
They make good buses.
Yeah. And then the metallic papers, the Tim Holtz metallic ones, I used on a lot of these. And I used the colors, I used orange, purple, and black out of here.
So is that like on this one?
That's the orange, here's the black.
There's the orange. There's the black. If I tilt it.
And the purple's over here. And I really like the way that just kind of...
Well, it makes it more bussy.
Jazzes it up.
I think, is that on here also? Oh, from the other collection.
And then I use the silver and the gold.
So it comes in the colors, the jewel tones, and then you can also get the, I suppose the colors on the back. Champagne and onyx. And that's that one. And then this one
Copper
is gold and silver.
And this is rose gold.
And rose gold and copper.
Yeah.
Those are nice. They're $15.99, and you do get quite a few sheets of paper on them. 36 papers. So it's a pretty good deal. 50 cents a sheet.
So I just use normal papers. And at the beginning, I did not sand my tires. And on the next one, you're going to see, I started looking, and they have texture on them. And I'm like, why aren't I sanding these? So I was going to go back and sand them. Because see, that's what it looks like sanded. And you can see a lot more of the tread and stuff. So if it was me, I'd sand them, but you do you.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can do whatever.
So that's the difference. So if you want to see more of the tread, sand it.
Well, and I like that you got like a couple suitcases here.
Well, I tried to do them different.
Some boots.
You get these flowers and the centers, and you can. I tried to do each one of these a little different. So this one I did not do a steering wheel, and I didn't put anything in the windows. But over here, if you take this peace sign, and if you cut this off, you can have this look.
Oh, you made your own steering wheel.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And if you take and cut this middle piece out of the peace sign, you have a steering wheel like this.
Oh, here, let me show them this one. Oh, Becky, very creative. You took another step with this.
And then there, I just put the flowers on the headlights itself. And I did sand the metallics just to give it a kind of worn look. And then on the boots, it has a solid boot and a cutout boot. So I took the black metallic, and on the solid boot, I just sanded it. So you can have the two effects.
So have like a two-tone.
Yeah.
Let me get that up close for people to see. And you got the acetate in the window.
And I put acetate in the windows. Now you also can put vellum in the windows for like a frosted glass effect as well.
Very cool. There's so many hearts popping through here, and people say, let's see, amazing details, great cards. And Michelle said you could use foil papers with alcohol ink also, which you certainly could. So they love your ideas for the bus. Very cool.
And then this one, I just took old Disney papers that I had, and then I had a paper that had Minnie's head all over it. So I cut that Minnie's head out, and then I had to hide the bow up here.
Oh, so they're both Minnies.
They're both Minnies, but they were different versions of Minnie.
Okay.
But I was like, so then I added a piece of black paper for its neck so that it didn't look so...
I didn't even realize you did that. That is so tricky. Yeah. And I love the little strip along the bumper, or I guess it's along the bottom of the card. That's so cute. Oh my gosh.
So just look at what papers you have. Different character, any character could go in here. Because I did find this Minnie or Mickey Mouse paper that you could cut the head out and use that for that. But if you just look at your stickers, and they've got tons of stickers, cutouts.
You're right. It could be stickers. It could be a die cut. It could be
anything.
Fussy cut out of paper.
Yeah.
They are loving the Disney one for sure. I think I'm going to need the bus. And look how you put the Mickey Mouse head like right in the middle there.
Yeah.
Becky, you are amazing. Very amazing.
Well, and then in her idea sheet, she also had a picture of somebody that was driving. So I was going to put one of my grandkids in there, and I'm like, well, how do I pick which one? I've got 7.
Oh.
So I'm like, I can't do that. So I opened a box, and I found the first picture was a picture of my daughter, so I put her in there.
Oh.
But now on the guitar, you get this little piece, and it comes with a little circle. So I did black. Well, then I lost my black hole. So then I was like... And I found it when I was cleaning my craft room yesterday.
People say that. We're just talking about that yesterday, where they cut a fussy cut or a cutout for a card and then totally lost it, never found it.
So I just took what originally came with when I cut it out. It cuts that little circle out. So I just took it and inked it up darker.
Oh, smart!
And put it back in.
Smart, very smart.
And then I did that two-tone again on that with just sanding it. And then here I didn't use like the circles for the, well, I guess I did it here too, but I just took the big flower, the little flower, and then the little dot and made that into the headlight.
I think how you did the steering wheel was amazing. So let's go back. Look at Mickey's steering wheel. So that doesn't come with it. Becky was so smart. She turned her peace sign into a steering wheel. I love it. I love it, and I love that guitar.
Yeah. Then I just splattered it with black paint, and I did take a little pen and just draw a line on the bottom for.
Oh, okay. Let's show that, because she grounded it with just a fine point, one of our La Pens, which are super popular, and just sketched some lines. And they're not perfect, everybody. No. They're just sketched, but they look wonderful.
Yeah.
Rosetta said this would be great for a 16th birthday.
Yep.
When they get their driver's license.
Or like Diana said, this would be good because she has somebody going to Disneyland.
Yeah, she said she needed to make that.
So, and then also in your kit, you get 3 rings so that you can make a binder. So I just added some different ribbons to it, and then I used, and some people might already have this.
Oh, that's a good one, and we have that on order. If we don't have it, it's coming.
Because this is the one you get with your kit, which is great, but I like mixing mine up. So I had this flower one, which was good. And with each, they had 2 sets of reinforcers at one time, and then also when you buy different
A lot of times they have them in it, yeah.
Some of the older ones didn't have holes. I've got 2 Christmas ones that I don't have holes, and I'm going to see if I can maybe drill a hole in it.
Oh, geez. Oh, for the, okay, I gotcha, for your ring.
Yeah, so I used the flowers.
Okay, wait, we got to interrupt. Okay, Penny, look at Penny, hold that, open your shirt up. Look at Penny, guys. Penny's here today, and she's dressed for the video. Penny's a huge Disney fan.
Oh, I love Disney. Yes. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
I knew she would love it. I knew it.
I used the camera or suitcase, fish, and I think that's all I used in here. But they have tons.
So there's 2 different sets of these reinforcements, and if we don't have them right now, and maybe Penny, and maybe Penny can look if we have them.
Thanks for telling me.
Then I think they're on order and they're coming. So if you would like a set of reinforcements, and then Becky has hers on the Tim Holtz.
Yeah, the ring.
The Tim Holtz has this little binder ring, and we do have those. They're like $3 or something like that, and so we do have those available.
It's nice. I just hang it up so I see them, because if I don't see them, I'm not.
I know. If they're not out, you don't use stuff, do you?
Yeah.
So
that's the differences that I use. So if you see something on there that didn't come with your kit, this is the only one that comes with your kit.
All right, let's look at that one again.
Okay.
So that comes with your kit.
Okay, and we have a couple of the set number 2s that has this. Is that a camera or a suitcase?
I think that's a suitcase. And then this is the fish that I use. But it's got, I love this leaf one too, and snowflake.
Yeah, and
the pockets.
So here's the reinforcements that they're talking about. And that's set number 2. And set number 1, I believe, is on order. You get quite a few. How much is that, Penny?
That is $29.99.
$29.99. Here's some samples right there. They're fun little reinforcements for albums, but also for cards. I think they're fun to use on your cards too. And Becky, let's see, somebody had an idea. Jan said you could make fuzzy dice to hang in the windshield. So you definitely could do that too.
There's tons of stuff once you get going. But I ran out of time, so I quit.
We're happy with what you brought. It looks amazing. Amazing.
So then you get these rings. So I made a little mini album because we went on and they have these, what do you call them?
The rear view mirrors?
The mirrors. They're great on here. I wouldn't put it maybe on the album because I have a feeling they're going to come off. I'm going to get some thicker, what do you call it?
Like a chipboard or something?
And then cover them and see if that'll help. But
I love the color. I love that light blue.
I like the gray with that too.
Yeah.
So I just made another one. And then we took a little short vacation, and I didn't have very many pictures, so I thought, well, this will be perfect for this. But here's the reinforcers that it comes with. And then I used some of the stamps in here.
So having a good time is on the stamp sheet?
Yeah, and these are some of the metal papers that came with that metal texture paper.
Okay.
So you see it fits in pretty good. This was in a winery. I just cut out pictures and used some of the...
It's kind of cute because when you open it, you still see the suitcases up at the top. I love that.
And then you can cut out, not that I want you to see this picture, but you can just cut your picture out with the die too.
Oh, okay.
And then again, I just used one of the stamps that came with it. Here, same thing. I used the fish reinforcers because we were frying fish.
Very good.
And then some flowers with some frills. These flowers came with it. The glasses come with it. And a stamp.
Great use of the reinforcement.
Yeah. So I just change up the reinforcers, change the color. Here I used one of the stamps again. But see, this metal paper is really nice for this.
Susie says that for the rear view mirrors, she cut acetate and glued it together to give reinforcement. That would be a good idea.
Yep. And then just some of the die cut words.
It's super adorable.
And it's
on the road again.
And I use just regular reinforcers too in here.
So are your pages cut out of chipboard, or are they just
I use
cut out
the
of
thicker.
the thicker? Oh, from the Reminisce
Yeah,
book.
the Reminisce,
Okay.
the thicker part. And I thought with 2 of those, it made it a little different. Then just die cuts. Die cut again, and then stamp again.
We have good Waffle House memories at
Well,
my
I'm
house.
like, we didn't take very many pictures, so I'm like,
It's great though, and look at the back piece.
Yeah.
Or that's so cute. Okay, so my question is, and maybe other people have, so this little piece here, is that on the die?
You get 2. Let me.
So you get one with it and one without?
One without, yeah.
Okay,
Like
that,
here.
all right.
This is with it, or with it, and this is without.
Okay, so it's the same
So you get
shape,
both.
but you can get it with or with, you can cut
Yeah.
it with or without the little.
And if you decide you don't want the mirrors, like if you, I didn't on this card, I did not use the mirrors. So you just cut that part off.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you get the choice of whether you want
And
an
they
album.
love the mini album. Catherine says it's perfect for a mini trip.
Yep, that's what.
And Susie says thanks for the idea. She's going to use this to make an album for her 40-year-old son and his favorite band.
Well, there you go. That'd be good for a band.
And then Wendy Jean said you could make a shaped card
Yep.
using this.
And you also can use it on, like, if you have a bigger page on, like, on your album.
Oh,
if
yeah.
It's bigger. You can use this again and just stick it so that it's got the holes
Oh, sure.
already on it.
It is a good size, so it'd be great for a 12 by 12 layout too. People
Yeah.
are always wanting things for their scrapbooks, and I think that would be perfect.
So I was just about finished up with these when I was starting to work on my eggs. So Katie was doing her Easter egg stuff.
Oh, yes.
So I'm like, I could. She was using the Tim Holtz dancing rabbits.
Yes.
So I'm like, I've got those. I'll put those driving my wrap car. So then I went to get it, and I'm like, oh, I've got these.
Is that Bunny Games?
I don't remember what the name of it is.
I think, okay, I'm gonna buzz over here because we just got one back in, and that might be Bunnies and Carrots. Okay, that's Bunnies and Carrots, but we'll have to see if we have it. Yeah, I think it's called Bunnies and Carrots, but
I thought, because he's supposed to hold these carrots, so I'm like, he could be driving.
I know. I love that. I love that you've added that little steering wheel for him to hang on to. And the carrots on the top is just hilarious.
And since it was Katie doing her thing, I had to use my Posca pen on the
Yep, I see the white highlights.
I'm like, I have to do it.
Thank you, Katie, for the inspiration. The carrots, they're like the perfect size.
I
The
know,
bunnies
they
and the
fit
carrots.
perfect.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh.
And I think the pink or the purple metallic just kind of makes it
makes
pop
it very
too.
Eastery.
And I just used Easter papers that I had. They were older. I don't know. And
Well,
then
you could
again, I
use-
just drew the line on the bottom.
Oh, let's show that. So what Becky's talking about, she just took a fine tip pen with like the La Pens. Oh, she's got one here to show us.
Pen.
We have La Pens and the Posca pen. Yep. Those are two of our favorites here at Memory Bound. And she just drew kind of I'm going to say sort of a scribbly line, just along the bottom, just to ground it.
If you
it's
just
easy.
do one, it kind of looks stupid. And I think somebody else has said that too. Do it more than once.
Yeah, I agree. And then that's what she did over here on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Becky, everybody is loving that.
So I'll show you how to put it together. It's not hard at all.
Yeah, that sounds good. So you got all your pieces. You
Let me get
pre-cut
my
all your
little-
pieces.
Yes, they're all cut. So you want to start with your tires.
Okay.
So we'll do the tires real quick.
Start from the bottom.
Yes, because if you don't, you're not going to.
And she's
And I
already,
can't do
you
this
cut them out of the
backwards, so-
black.
The black metallic. is what I
Metallic,
did,
and
but
you
I've also-
sanded 'em?
Yeah, I've also used just black
Cardstock, does
stuff.
that work?
The craft
Oh, the
core.
craft core.
But you could do anything. But if you sand it, it gives it a little bit more, I think. But I'll try to do it upside down.
You can do it right side up if you need to.
And then you can do the bumper. Or wait a minute, I don't want to do it. Yeah. No, I'm going to do this one
So
first.
have you put score tape on or not score
The
tape,
toilet paper adhesive, yeah.
adhesive on the back?
And it lasts forever. And I didn't think I was ever going to get finished, but
Did you finish a roll?
Well, I haven't finished it, but it's getting pretty close. And as you get closer, it kind of goes a lot faster.
Yeah, just like life.
Yeah.
Someone once told me life is like a roll of toilet paper.
Yeah.
The closer you get to the end, the faster
Yep.
it goes.
Yep. So you just plop that down.
Oh, I like your choice of paper there.
And then we're going to go with, let's go with this next.
So we're doing the bumper. While you peel that off, Becky, they're asking the size of your cards. So are the first two like an A2 or are they an A6?
Now I'm drawing a blank. It's the 4.5.
Okay, so an A2.
Yeah.
So those are A2. And this looks like maybe a 5x7.
Yeah, and that one's a weird one. And
But
I thought it was with my 5x7s, and I grabbed it, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
well, it's really
smaller.
close. It's really close to a 5x7. You'd probably use a 5x7 envelope. Okay, so we're putting the bumper on.
Bumper on. And then we'll put this on. And there is a piece, I forgot to tell you. There's a piece up here that if you want the bottom color, or you can use any color. I used it on some, like I used it here. I didn't there or here, but I did up here. And
So,
here.
okay.
You can choose to use that or not.
I think you can see it really well right here,
Yeah.
that blue piece on the top.
Yeah.
If you want to have a two-tone,
Yeah, you can do that.
hard top or whatever.
I didn't do that today. I'm gonna get rid of these so I know what I've got yet. And then you can do this different ways. You can either like put it underneath that piece on top here, or you can put it over it. But we don't have it, so I'm just gonna stick it on here.
Okay, so now she's putting the luggage rack on.
And you can just stick it on wherever you want it. Oops, that's a little crooked.
Okay, we're gonna have to ding the bell.
I'm right here.
They want to know about the toilet paper adhesive. Would you be able to get us a roll, Diane?
And we're gonna stick this back here, but I'm not gonna take this stuff off until we put it on the card. So we'll just stick that on.
Oh, stick that to the.
And we'll
That's
take
a
the
pretty
little-
bus. I like that pattern.
This is the only one we have. I ordered more of the Elizabeth
Okay.
Craft one.
So, while Becky's peeling off, which piece are you doing now, Becky?
The
The
peace.
peace sign. She's
Yeah.
putting the peace sign on.
Stick that on.
I don't know whose idea this was for this die set, but oh my gosh, I don't know if it was Esther's from Elizabeth Craft. I don't know if you know, Becky, but it is
don't know.
super amazing. It's probably my favorite. They've had the camera and the phone booth, and there was the winter one with the Christmassy, the ornaments.
Jar.
Oh yeah, and the jar. But I think the retro bus has to be my favorite.
Yeah. And I know Else was saying she was going to do one with her cars from her dad, like her dad's cars.
Oh, really? That
And
would
I
be neat.
I thought about doing that for that, but I'm like, I would have to dig so much for pictures. And then maybe someday I might make one, but not right now.
Our son kind of has a car thing, and I've always wanted to do something for him, and this might be a good way.
Yeah.
Although he wouldn't recognize this. He wouldn't have any idea what this is, but
Before his time.
yeah, he's more into the Mustangs and things like that
Yeah.
than the retro. So Becky is peeling off. She had put adhesive on her paper before she die cut it. And we call it toilet paper adhesive because it looks like this. It looks like a roll of toilet paper. And during the pandemic, when toilet paper was short, it was kind of the big joke. Because we were actually short on this adhesive also. And it's made by Score Tape, and Elizabeth Craft also has one. You get like 85 feet. I think it's 85 feet
It's a
on a
lot.
roll. You get a lot. This one happens to be 5 inches.
I was going to say, that looks bigger than what I have.
The Elizabeth Craft is 4 inches. It's $43.99, but like Becky says, it lasts forever.
It lasts a long, long
And
time.
you peel it off. It's a 2-sided tape. It's got this backing on it, and you peel it off. You put it on the back of your paper before you die cut, and then when you die cut,
It's all
you
sticky,
peel
ready
off
to
the
go.
pieces. Like here's all the backing that Becky has peeled off of her pieces. Oshra says she loves it. So it's kind of a must-have, especially for
anything
little intricate
little.
things.
You don't get glue all over it.
And it's strong.
Yeah.
It's really strong too.
I left these in because I thought for sure I would lose these.
So it looks like the wipers and the rear view mirrors and the tires all come on one die. That's nice, so you don't, oh, look at that wiper.
And I usually, like I said,
so
I leave
fun.
these in until I'm ready to use them because I would lose these.
Yes. Heck, I lose my trimmer sometimes, Becky, and I get so mad. My husband's sitting in the office, and I'm like, I cannot believe, where is my trimmer?
Yeah, I've done that at Christmas time, especially when I got all this stuff all over.
So OSHA says the toilet paper adhesive lasts forever, and Katie says it's a basic tool.
Yep.
And it's pretty strong too, especially we've got the score tape roll now.
Well, and you can see this goes together pretty quick. I mean, because the
and
first one takes a little bit of time. I got that stuck on my there.
And a lot of people, I don't know if you do this, but I think Katie and Teresa, they have like a little thing of scraps that have the adhesive backing on it, and when they need something, they just pull it out.
I got to do this. I can't do this.
You're fine. You're fine.
And if you do make a mistake, you can always go back. Like if something's off and you can see it, just go in and cut it. Nobody's going to know.
Oh, sure.
Like if you don't have the bumper exactly, just go cut it.
Trim it off.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
So now I'm going to show you how to make the steering wheel.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Now, this is Becky's trick.
So if you want the 2 points coming up, just cut it here and there. So I'll go ahead and cut it just to show you. This isn't going to be real great, but that would be, I'd have to cut a little better, but that would be going up like this, like that.
Which does look like a steering wheel.
Yeah. Or you can cut it here, then cut there. Let's get rid of that. Well, I didn't cut it all the way. And then you go like that.
So you can even have, so you've got.
So you can pick either way that
Okay,
you
so
want.
here's the second way where you kind of cut everything out and put it down below. And then here's one where she's got the little ends of the peace sign showing, and on Mickey it's showing.
Yeah.
I mean, that even looks like an old-fashioned steering wheel.
Yep. So now I did something. I should have left that on there for now, because what you want to do, like, and if you, I'll show you this. If you were going to put people back here, like the rabbits or Mickey or anything, you want to get this off, but you don't want to tear it all the way off because, and now I can't get it.
So Becky's using a craft pick. Okay,
Yes,
so
here it
she's
comes.
peeling the backing off.
I would peel like a piece off, but leave it, and then you can see where you want it. Boy, I'm off fingers right now.
That's because we're all watching you.
I know. And then you can see where you want it. And then just, oops, wrong side.
So
I did the wrong, well, we're
Well,
going to
hey,
be,
we're
this
in
is
Europe.
going to be a
Going to
Europe
Europe.
card. Yeah. So then you can see where you want it and you can stick it in. And that's how, if I wanted a rabbit or something, I could stick that in.
So show
at
us
this
the
time.
back again where you peeled off. So she peeled back some of that backing, peeled back the backing, and then you could just
Yeah,
stick your
whatever you wanna
person, if you want to stick Mickey and Minnie to it.
Or your photo or a die cut, whatever you want to do. But you don't want to take it off all the way because you're not done working on it. So until you're done,
Leave it together.
leave it together. And then when you're done, just take this back piece. And now that I ripped it, it's kind of a mess, but
Oh, it's
let's
coming
get it all
off.
off.
And looks like you're using a craft pick.
Yes.
Becky's tool of choice. Susie says, Katie's surgery, no animals harmed in the making of this card. Katie cut up some bunnies the other day, and we had some comments regarding that.
Oops, that was a little much. Okay.
Becky's peeling it off, and she's already got her card base ready, and it looks like it's an A2 card on a craft card base, which is pretty cool.
And we're just going to stick it on.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
Finished card. So it doesn't take long at all to put together.
No, and you could cut car pieces ahead of time.
Yeah.
Or bus pieces, I should say. You could have pieces kind of cut ahead of time and then just piece them together, and it looks adorable. It's getting all kinds of hearts and things.
So that's our finished card.
All right, let me zoom in on it so we can all see it up close, what we just made. And she did the little flowers for the headlights, and those wipers are really skinny, but you didn't have any trouble.
No.
The Elizabeth Craft, the quality of the dyes, I think, are extra good.
So that is the retro bus.
That's the retro bus. Now what do we get to do?
Now, I had made this for my husband for Valentine's Day. Tim Holtz has a whole video. If you like it, you can go on Tim Holtz.
I'm going to turn it this way so I can get a better angle at it. It's a box. It's was it a vignette box?
It's a vignette box with a frame.
It's got those clear wood or natural looking wood frames, and you've painted it all up.
And then it's just a styrofoam heart with some lights, the gears, a word token. And I put papers on the outside, and then I did this little thing. I can't remember what you call it, but I love these things. I shortened the chain. I wanted to put the 24/7, 365. I had to explain that to my husband. So I added that, but otherwise it's pretty
And look
simple.
inside. It's got, because she said her husband's a metal worker.
Yeah,
which
and
is
it's
perfect.
the heart of the Tin Man. So I'm like, when Tim did that last year, I thought I got to do it, but I didn't have time last year, so I made it from this
It's really
year.
neat. Very, very cool.
So this year, when he showed it again, people started making the metal hearts, just the styrofoam hearts, and putting it in jars. And so I thought, well, we can do that with the eggs. So I ordered some styrofoam eggs, and I did it with the same techniques with the eggs. And some people were asking, can you use aluminum foil for this? And you could tell the eggs, or not the eggs, but the hearts that people tried to use aluminum foil.
what was the difference?
It's not good.
Too
You don't
thin?
want to use, well, it doesn't cling. Like this is the stuff that we use. And there's two different kinds. There's the big sheets like this, or the little sheets.
So this is foil tape, and it does have adhesive on the back.
It's got adhesive on the back. It's very thin, because here's a sheet that I've got. It's very thin. But the people that tried to use just aluminum foil and tried to glue it on, it was all loose.
Oh,
and
hard to
you
get it to
can't-
stick, I
You
bet.
can't get it to stick. There's supposed to be, Tim was saying there's some type of stuff similar to this that he used to use that was from the hardware store. I don't remember what it was called. But if you have it, you could try it. But I would get this.
Otherwise, Ranger has, they call it foil tape sheets, which is kind of, I always thought that was weird, but it does have adhesive on the back.
Yeah.
And you can get and it's very curly right now. You can get 6 by 12, or they have the smaller version, which is a little bit newer, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is, that's your card front size.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do your card front.
So that's what we used.
And Becky, Jan
Yep.
has a question.
Yep.
She said she looked all over for the puffy heart and she wondered where you found it, because she couldn't find them last.
Oh, the styrofoam heart?
Yeah.
I found mine on Amazon.com because people were saying they were having trouble. I saw people that used candy hearts, like the plastic hearts.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had candy inside. People were using those. But I just ordered on Amazon and found them because I couldn't find them locally. And that's what I did with the eggs. And I ordered this size because I thought, oh, that sounds about right. And then I got them on
The big
oh, that's
one?
too big.
It's a little
I thought,
big,
well,
an ostrich egg or
so
something.
the next day I had to go order these smaller eggs that are about this size.
And we used to carry those, but we don't have any anymore.
So I took, let's see, I used the Foundry, which is this one. I used that on the eggs. I used the doily one.
So there's the Foundry, and here would be an example
Yeah.
of an egg with the Foundry. And that's what she used on her heart
Yeah.
also.
And then
And
the
then the
doily,
doily.
I used on this one and that one.
So here's the doily. That's the new 3D embossing folder from Tim Holtz. And those just came back into stock yesterday, Becky.
Perfect timing.
Our timing couldn't have been any better.
And then I used adornment, which is this one. And then the others were just old ones that I had in my stash that were really old. And I just was trying to find something that would work. So I pulled some different ones today. I thought that one would work.
Ooh, this one would be beautiful, I think.
That or that. And it, just look through your stash as well, but...
Yeah, you probably have something at home to give it a try.
Just to try different things and different looks, different colors.
Well, good idea to take the heart idea and turn it into eggs, because especially for all of us wanting to do little Easter displays.
So I thought I'd show you how to do it.
We would love to know how to do it.
So on some of these, like this one and the adornment, I took and added black paint and rubbed it all over the black paint, and then take a paper towel and wipe it off. And you can wipe off as much or as little as you want.
And that's what you did to the doily
That's
here?
how I gave this black look to it. So, I mean, you can kind of leave some in here if you want it to look more grungy, but I just wanted it to pop a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It looks nice.
So, I already did that step because it was messy and I didn't want to do it
I don't want to do it here.
Yeah. But then...
Oh, and you've got your little storage tin, the alcohol ink storage tin, which is handy.
And I don't have a lot of alcohol ink, but it was enough for this. So
it doesn't take a lot.
No, it doesn't take
just a few drops.
So we'll make a purple one.
So Becky's using it's like the blending tool, but it takes felt. Oh gosh, she's on the ball. She's got it right here. It's the mini applicator, and it's just like the foam one, but it comes with felts. And if you have the foam one already, then you could just take the same handle and you can use the felts. And you can get the felt refills right here. They're $5.99 and you get 50. So you get quite a few, and you can reuse them, which Becky is obviously doing.
All these in here.
Yeah.
So I just added the ink to here.
What color is this, Becky?
It was Wild Plum.
Wild Plum, okay. Yeah. And there's lots of ink colors.
Yeah.
There's the pearl ones.
Yeah, and the pearl didn't work out because this one was a pearl, but it's a little light.
Oh, the pearls are lighter then.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
So if you want a light color, you can use the pearls, but if you want more of a vibrant color, I would use the regular. So, and you just rub it on.
Whoa, that is quite the color. Oh my gosh.
This is kind of bright.
It's beautiful.
So just rub it on all over.
And with that black paint that you put on there, that's...
Yeah, it just kind of makes
So
it
you
pop
put like
bit.
2 drops on.
I just put a couple drops on there.
A couple drops, and and she still has more ink on her applicator. If she wanted to do another one, she probably could.
Yep. So that's what you do there. And then I'm going to get rid of that. And then, let me kind of get a paper towel.
If we can ring the bell if we need to, Becky.
I'm just going to try it. This won't come off.
We'll get you some hand sanitizer.
I've got some there.
Oh, you've got, she brought some. Oh, you're on the ball.
Prepared. Okay, now normally I would dry this a little bit, but
we can let it dry if you want. You want to let it dry for a minute? Because you want to show your card.
All right, I'll show.
Show this, why that dries.
All right, since it's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, I had to do a St. Patrick's Day card. And this is just that doily that I used last time.
That came back in yesterday, which we're happy about.
I added some black paint to it to make it pop a little bit. And then I used the Lucky in Love.
Lucky Love, yep.
Since I used the hearts last time, shamrocks this time.
And those came back in yesterday also.
And I sanded them, and then I put some black soot on them. And then I ran them through again just to puff them up a little bit, because that kind of flattened them with sanding it and doing that.
Like you did the hearts?
Yeah, and then I used some of the Tim Holtz ribbon.
Perfect green color there.
Yeah. And then I just added one of the little jewelry slides to it.
And that's really pretty.
So just an easy card, but
very shiny.
Yeah. So
the ribbon is the velvet trims that we see Teresa kind of uses and hoards and uses and hoards, and that's the cool colors. So
that's what I did.
And greens.
Yeah. I'm just gonna maybe dab this picture. I tried doing, when I was doing these, I was letting them kind of dry while I do another one, and then of course when I went to pick them up to actually do it, I picked up the most recent one and my fingers were all colors.
So Becky, for this one, did you just not do any color? You just did the black?
That's just silver and black, yep.
That's just the silver with black, so you could make a whole set of
You can do whatever you would like. And then if it has a pattern like, where's the foundry again? Where'd foundry go?
You got to find the foundry.
Yeah.
There you go.
This was real easy because you've got all these lines. You know where to cut. But here's some more if you need them. Anyway, so you've got the lines and know where to cut. And then if you have pieces that you know you want, keep those out because those will be the last pieces that you put on. So if you really like this little thing or this little thing, keep those aside.
Okay.
And don't cover them up. But like here, it's kind of plain. That can go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have other things, it's like, where do you start cutting?
I think it's going to make sense when you start because I just figured you like cut something and wrapped it around, but you're putting it on in pieces.
In pieces, yeah, because this isn't going to fold very well like that. You're going to have all these lumps and bumps. So you just pick some pieces. Like, let's say, I know I kind of want this. Let's just kind of cut this. And don't worry about being exact or anything because you're going to put these all on top of each other. Now, this would be good for your base. So I'm just going to cut a bunch of pieces here.
This is not what I expected at all, Becky.
This all makes sense once I get going. It's going to look kind of like, oh my God, what is she doing?
I'm thinking that, like, oh my gosh, what is she doing?
So I'm just cutting different pieces. Thank you.
So, okay.
So you can talk. Why do
Well, I'm going to read the comments. Lisa said years ago she used plastic eggs and glued sequins on them in a pattern, one by one.
This is much easier.
This might be a little faster. And Wendy Jean says the doily reminds her of dragon scales on a dragon egg.
I can see that.
And everybody is just loving all your projects. So I think we'll just review the buses here because I don't know what my favorite one is. I love them all. I think Mickey Mouse jumped out at me. But then the bunnies are so cute. But I guess you could use it for any season. You could make a patriotic bus.
Yeah, 4th of July, have Uncle Sam driving.
Oh my gosh, yes. Christmas with Santa driving.
Yep.
There's so many
snowman.
options. So many options.
Where'd my little pig go?
And Janine says it's fascinating.
We're good.
So we love that.
Okay, so then once you get your pieces.
So see everybody how it's kind of a thin.
Yeah, it's just very thin.
It's just a thin like metal.
Yeah. And then you just find a spot. And like here, I know I'm not going to want to see this, but I want it to be the base so that if this pretty part doesn't cover,
it'll be a little filler.
So I'm just putting this on first, and when he said about the heart, he said you can just sometimes rub it on your thing to kind of help. Yeah. So I'm just going to add these real quick. Maybe.
She's using her craft pick to peel off the backing, and we're all watching.
When people are watching, then I can't get the stupid thing off.
And Chris says she feels another craft day coming on with the grandkids.
Yeah, this would be good for grandkids.
And Sue says she thinks Gracie the flamingo.
Yeah. Yeah, she could be driving. Have her head stick out.
Gladys would be a lot of Tim's colorized creatures would be great.
Her head could be popping out.
Oh, it could. Or the giraffe. I don't know the giraffe's name.
Gertrude, isn't it?
Is it Gertrude? But yes, this would be great to work with kids or for an Easter project.
Yep.
Somebody said my microphone is off.
Okay, this is the last of the boring part.
All right, I unplugged my microphone and plugged it back in, so hopefully that did the trick. Let's see. Kelly, check your microphone. I hope you can hear me now. Janet just posted the craft pick, so if you're wondering about the tool that Becky's using, it's that handy little craft pick, and
yeah, you got to have one of those.
There's several versions of it.
And normally it comes right.
Of course, it's not going to when we're here.
No.
So you basically are just.
I'm just
taking layers and just putting them on.
But I know that, let's save that because that's a pretty one, and maybe this one. We'll save that for the front and back for the top.
So you cut your pieces kind of in different shapes and sizes, but you said when you did the foundry, did you cut it more squarish along the pattern?
Yeah, because they had lines. If the rest of them, well, this one was kind of straight across, so I kind of just went and cut
kind of straight
across
strips.
and maybe did a couple. But you just have to look at your design and see what are the parts that you really like.
You just can't even tell that you've got them in pieces.
Like this one, I know with the adornment, I really like that piece right there.
Yeah.
So I saved that out, so that was going to be the front of my egg. But otherwise, you just kind of go with it. Have fun.
Okay,
and the
then
first few
they're asking about the paper you're using. So while you stick that on, I'll come over here, and I'll show that she's using the foil tape sheets from Ranger. And it's foil, but it's got an adhesive backing, which you can't really see here. And it's good for embossing. You can put paint on it. And it comes in the 6x12, and then there's a smaller size that was an A2 size. It was 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I can't even believe I remembered that size, but kind of proud of myself for that. And Becky had mentioned, if you're just joining us, that some people had tried to use regular foil, and that didn't work as well, as maybe too thin.
Gaps.
I don't know if you had, it gaps.
It looks, well, because you can't tape.
Because it doesn't have adhesive on it. That makes sense.
And people were saying, well, glue it to cardstock. Well, the cardstock's not going to be pliable enough.
Right.
But
so the foil tape is the answer.
Yeah. But like you can see here so far, I mean, with the crocheted one, it's really nice because you really can't tell.
You can't do anything wrong.
We're just about there.
Yep, she just about got it filled in. And then we do have a few items to show today. We've got in an order of die cuts, and we got in an order from Sizzix. Oh, and Candace says they're going to come visit us, a group,
Good.
on the 23rd. So we look forward to you guys coming that day for sure.
Okay, so now I'm down to my last two pieces that I want to highlight. So we'll take the last one and we figure, okay, let's see, that's be back there. So this will be my front. So we'll put one
So
here.
you can just put it right on top of the other foil then.
Yeah. So that's why I did the basic down below, because sometimes you'll see it and sometimes you won't. But, and then we'll use, actually, I'm going to cut a little bit of this.
Make it a little smaller.
Because we got these holes down here. And I don't know if it'll cover it. Where's that pick?
So the foil tape is a Ranger product, and it's foil on one side and it's adhesive on the back. And Becky had her piece all embossed, and she had put rubbed some black paint on it. And then she put her alcohol ink on it and then just cut it into pieces.
Yeah. So then I'm just going to come back here and we're just going to lay the final one on.
And because it's foil, it just wraps right around a circular surface, and it has the adhesive to stick it down.
Yeah. And then you can keep, I mean, you could go around and you can keep pushing it in, but there you go. There's the egg.
Very cool. That's a beautiful color.
So
you can get out your alcohol inks and your Ranger foil tape, maybe some black paint if you want to change it up a little bit, and you can get ostrich eggs.
That's like this reminded me of.
It does. So Becky's tip was, if you've got the pearlized or the pearl alcohol inks, they're a little bit lighter, probably because they have that shimmer element in them. And Chris had brought this over, the vignette frames, because we thought it would be interesting to show you the front of Becky's box, her Tin Man box, is actually one of those frames, and it looks nothing like it.
Yeah, it's just silver paint with some black crayon on it. But now I would use the foundry wax once it comes in.
It has shipped, so it's on its way.
So I can't wait to get some of that. But
Carolyn said, do you use black paint on all your embossed folders?
No, I just, on certain ones, depending on what I'm doing, like on the eggs, I did some, but I only on.
She did a couple to show us what it's like.
But the others I didn't. But it's up to you.
And you did it on this card a little bit.
Yeah.
But a lot of them you didn't.
No.
And you did on the heart. It brings out the design. You can see the design more when you do that.
And that the new Sizzix paint is really creamy, and it works really well on that.
We are liking the new
I
Sizzix
like
point.
that. I've gone through a tube of the black already.
You have? Oh my gosh. So Becky, thank you so much for showing us the retro bus and making all these projects. I think we were all wowed. Every staff member that came in today came back and were wowed. We all saw Penny's reaction. So, and Bonnie says they're amazing and thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
And Lori, it is just a black acrylic paint. Becky used the Sizzix, but you could use any black acrylic paint. It doesn't have to be anything special. You may have some at home you can use, and
just use a paper towel and wipe it off.
And we'll take pictures of these so that we can get them posted on our blog. And Janet just linked all of our alcohol inks colors that we have. And Becky, amazing, amazing. I hope you can come back. I don't know what your next project is you're thinking of, but
no, I got to do some work around the house after.
Oh, spring cleaning? That's no fun.
Yeah.
Everybody is saying thank you. The hearts are huge coming in, and Sue says it's definitely a wow day in caps. In caps. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Becky. We have a few things to show, and then we'll get some pictures, and we'll wrap it up for the morning. And then we'll be back tomorrow morning. And gosh, I wish I knew what tomorrow morning was. I'm not really sure, but I think somebody's going to look. And I'm going to grab somebody to help me.
Let me ding.
Yeah. Yeah. Becky rang the bell. I love it.
It's kind of fun.
I love
don't
it.
blame Katie.
So I'll start out with some of the Sizzix dies that came in. From Tim Holtz, we got back in the Funky Floral #1. Oh, there's Diane. Look at Diane. She's hauling boxes around the corner. So there she is. Diane, we have a few things to show.
Yes, we do.
And Diane knows because she checked all of this in yesterday. Yeah. So this was Funky Floral. Funky Floral #1 is back in stock. And you'll see Teresa uses a lot of flowers like this. It's got a lot of good basics, little tiny flowers and bigger flowers, and they're all in this fun package.
Good morning, everybody.
Darla layouts in indigo.
Thank you. Okay, Chris. Tomorrow, Darla will be here. We have 3 civilian guests. We call them civilians. The next 3 days, tomorrow, Darla's here, and she's doing scrapbook layouts with a 6x8 tablet and then a 12x12 paper from the same collection. And she's using the Indigo Garden and the new Disney collection from Steve Duncan. And then on Friday, we have another scrapbook, Extravaganza with Peggy. And she's bringing layouts that have multiple photos. So scrapbook lovers, be sure and join us.
Yeah.
You know how I'm like talking with the dies. Here's the hearts.
Oh, this is everybody's favorite.
It is. It's super popular. It's back in stock. It's the 3D embossing folder.
And it's called
Hearts.
Hearts.
Very,
Okay.
very clever.
Good morning, everybody.
And then Bunny Games. This was a die. It was really hard to get. It's a new release. It didn't even come with our first order, and then we got like a couple, and now it's back in stock, and that's really cute. I think those bunnies could drive the bus, Becky. I think you could put those, put the eggs on the top.
Yeah.
That'd make a really cute one. Yeah. And then a basic called Crochet.
I use this a lot.
And Teresa uses it a lot. It's back in stock. And then the other one that has been really popular is the new Tim Holtz Simple
my
Plaid.
new favorite one.
And here's one that Teresa had cut out for us to
And you
show
can
us.
cut it apart. I cut mine apart.
She die cut some hearts
Yeah.
and put it on there. So that's really
cool.
handy dandy. And then Becky showed us the doily, and this is doily, another 3D embossing folder. And Becky showed this the last time she was here, where she colored the background, and I was in awe of that. That's back in stock. You saw her card today and the Easter egg she made. Here's
look
a
at that.
couple samples from Teresa.
It just does such a great job.
It does. It looks just like a crochet doily.
Yep.
I believe that's crocheting. I'm not sure. I don't know my tatting and my crocheting. Becky says it is. Yeah. And then Penny asked for the crocheted, these are circle scallop. I think I said crochet, but circle scallops. I'm stuck on that. And it came the same day Penny asked for it.
Yeah, she wrote it in the book, and an hour later I delivered it.
That's how fast they are.
We're really good here. You get
We
8
are.
different dies with this one, and it is called Circles Scallop.
Did you show a metal craft consortium paper?
It's coming. It's out of stock. We showed that one though, Penny, the one that's.
Metal textures. No. Oh, it's
And then Lucky Love is back in stock, and Becky showed us the little clover.
This one has been so popular.
And I grabbed Diana's card. She did the heart on this card.
Wow, look how
It cuts
beautiful
and
that.
embosses at the same time. And Becky showed us the last time she was here how to do the center of the heart in a different paper. And that was super, super creative. And then we have Funky Floral number 3. I have a really hard time saying that. I want to say Flunky Floral, but Funky Floral. And that's back in stock. And then we have several of these stacked tiles.
Yes.
So we have the hexagons, the squares, which Diane's waiting
Yep.
for.
I'm doing a project with those.
Can't wait. And the ovals.
And I think we have the triangles.
We have the triangles in
Yep,
stock.
they're on the floor.
We're trying to keep all of those in stock
Yep.
because we know that they're a super good basic
It's just a
that
basic.
people love. And then we also got back in stock the ticket booths. And this cuts out all these little tickets, and it's Teresa has stamped on them and done a lot of different things.
A lot of fun.
I've got that one at home. And then this is one, I don't think we've had this one before.
Nope, it was new.
It's called All Occasions, and it is all occasions.
Look how fun those words are.
They're very fine, and they've got a little bit of everything for all
Yep.
occasions. So
There
that's
you
a
go.
good way to remember that name.
What date was the Tim Holtz heart with different paper on it?
Becky, do you remember what date?
Yeah.
Your the Lucky Love.
Yeah, the
That was 2 weeks ago. Probably 2 weeks today, I think.
We
maybe
think
2 weeks ago today.
Okay, I think we got all
Carol.
those. Becky's going to look for us. Okay, then if you're needing an extended platform, those are back in stock. If you have a little bit longer die to cut, and this is going to work in the new Switch or your Big Shot, whichever you need. And then we also did get some large cutting plates. These are the Big Shot Plus cutting pads, and they're your standard pads. And then I wanted to show this because these are your regular cutting pads for your Big Shot or your Switch, but they're blue, so you don't lose these. That's why I have some that are kind of a teal color, and I love them because I can see them on my desk. They're not clear. And
Yeah,
then-
we will check on the circle dies for you. I don't know where the bell is.
Oh, Becky's got it. She's
Oh,
singing
thank
it.
you.
Becky's singing it. And then we got in some more of the multi-purpose platforms for your Big Shots or your Switch, and then the magnetic platform. And this is really nice because
Yeah.
it holds those thinlets in place when you're cutting. Oh, here they come.
What you need?
The circles of these.
Circles. Some of them.
And we got sticky grid sheets, the
Oh,
big
the
ones.
big
These are the
ones.
big daddies.
I love that sticky
And you
grid.
can cut them apart.
Yep.
They've got lines on them.
Yep.
And then, okay, I want to show something around the corner here. Jennifer was here yesterday. I'd like to show what we did yesterday. It's kind of a review, like if you're in school. And Jennifer used the Hero Arts Flowers in Vase, very unique name, and she showed us how to do the stenciling and the stamping, and she didn't die cut, but you guys don't need to see how to die cut. But she used this crystal glaze from Sizzix, and she put it through the stencil, and I don't know if we turn it, can you see it inside the flowers there, Diane?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And probably of all of what I call the gooey stuff, this is probably my favorite. I think this is pretty
Okay,
neat.
so it's called Crystal Glaze.
Crystal glaze
And we
from
do have
Sizzix.
that in stock.
We load it up.
Yeah, Jennifer samples. This one is the one I.
Yeah, she did a lot of
colors on that one.
She did a lot of neat samples,
really
and she
cool.
did some bonus things that she wasn't scheduled to do. So she really did a lot of
Really
fun
cute.
things.
Okay, we do have the circle dies in stock, and they're called the stack tiles, and they're $19.99. So we have all of them in
So if you,
stock.
yeah, I think we do have them all. And it's a basic we're going to keep in stock because
Yeah.
you actually get 5 of each die, so you can cut multiples. Get that magnetic platform, lay
just
them
lay
out,
'em
and you can
out.
cut them all at the same time.
Or if you have the switch, you could cut like a lot.
Yeah,
because
it's
a
big.
bigger platform.
All right, let's show this. Okay. This we're pretty excited about.
This is awesome product.
Diane loves this.
Another $49 at Market.
It's been the last few items I think are here now, aren't they? Is everything
so
here?
you can see we're starting to put kits together. That's for the 49 and Market Curators, and then this is the 49 and Market at Vesta. So if you're on the list, you will be getting called hopefully later today, or if you would like to get on the list, those
we're going to try to get them done really soon. Depends on how much help we have today. We got to show this though. This is the Art Avesta, or Avesta fabric tape. It comes in this adorable little box. And
it is fabric tape. It's like washi tape, but it's like a texture.
And there's 4 rolls that come inside. And look at this cutter.
Yummy.
It looks like the Pioneer Woman's, I think we're probably...
the plastic.
Her plastic wrap. So you just pull out your tape, and then you slide this across it. I don't know if I can do it up in the air like this. And then it just cuts it.
No fun. Oh, perfect.
And what we need to tell them about our special deal.
Okay, so if you buy the kit for Teresa's, it's over there on the table, Avesta.
It's Art Options Avesta.
Options Avesta kit.
We're going to remember that eventually, aren't we?
For this album.
This is the album.
Yep.
And we'll show more of it also.
Yep.
When we.
You're going to get the washi tape that you need to make the kit. It's on the spine, and then you use some of it on the inside. But then the deal will be you can buy the whole roll, the whole box
for $9.99. It's
$9.99.
normally $14.99 for all 4 rolls.
Yep.
There's 4 different rolls in there. I think you can kind of see it. Well, you can see it here. You've got the 4 styles and different widths. It's normally $14.99. If you buy the album kit, you can purchase an extra or the whole box of ribbon for $9.99. So it's $5 off if you would like to. If you really love the tape and you want to get it.
Like we do.
Yes, especially Diane.
We think you're going to like it.
It is a fabric tape, so if you wanted to make some type of a book, or even like I could see file folders or lots of different uses for it. You will use some in your book here, and you will have enough to do what you need to do with your album. But if you want a little bonus buy, we'll call it a bonus buy.
And sorry, they didn't make washi tape for my kit.
Aw.
No,
but we have some more washi tapes coming.
We do, and they're coming today.
So tomorrow we'll be showing you some more washi tapes. But what we did get in were the laser cuts elements. And this
is another new
This
favorite.
is just Curators. Yeah, Diane took this home. Becky?
Becky, yeah.
So this is more of your natural one that you could cut. And they are laser die cut. You just punch them out.
And you just start layering them.
It's got 46 pieces. It's $7.99.
Great job.
But wait, there's more. There's 2 other styles.
That one too.
We've got the Curators Botanical.
And this comes with the kit.
So if you're doing that album kit, you will get this in your kit. And then the Art Avesta has one, and I did open one so we could show it. But here's the Art Options Avesta,
which is with that kit. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think you
never
get
mind.
this with the kit. You're getting some other things. But this used to come with the paper packs. Mm-hmm. You would get an extra sheet, or 2 actually, and it would be all in there. And now they're selling it separately. And I went ahead and opened this one because I knew how much you love the tape. So we can show what it is.
Yeah, their die cuts are just...
They're very delicate. They're just about ready to pop out.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to pop them out. Or you can just take a little craft knife and cut the knobby things.
And here's all the other pieces. It's got greenery. It's got words,
Look
frames,
at that lace.
Stamps. It looks real.
Wow. Yeah, they've done a remarkable job.
So that's what those laser cut elements look like. It's like 4 sheets.
Okay, we have some questions we got to go back to. What is the price of the extended platform?
We might have to ring the bell, Becky, if you don't mind.
I like that.
Isn't that bell great?
And Love is not online, so we will get...
Oh, Chris. Can you help us with Lucky Love?
You make sure that that's online.
And that video was on March 1st.
Okay.
okay.
March 1st is when Becky's the Lucky
She did the Lucky Love.
Love.
The Lucky Love.
Video is March 1st.
Could you tell us how much this is, Penny?
Yep. Sorry.
You know, you guys, we checked this in, and it got checked in late yesterday, so nothing's priced. So we're going to get a price. Is there anything else we need prices on, Diane?
Yeah, let's see. Do you need the extended platform with the switch, or is the large platform large enough for long dies? I think it's long enough for
I think the switch.
every
the
die
switch-
that is on the market.
If you've got the switch, you've
Yeah,
got it
you're
You're
good.
taken care of.
Deb. Let's see.
$45.99.
Okay, so this the extended platform is $45.99,
Okay, $45.99.
and it's nice because it's got the tabs on it, so you can adjust for different types of dies.
The kits are not online yet, but they will be for you to order, right?
Yeah, they will be. We're going to get them put together,
Yeah.
and we've got a list of people to call, and then we'll get them online.
But if you want on the list, just give us a call. They love the bell.
We love the bell too. I don't know. Do we
Yeah.
have time to show this real quick? We got lots of die cuts
Okay.
in. Let's just show these
I think
real
that's
quick.
all of our questions.
So we've got the Corvette. We got lots of wedding ones. If you're doing a wedding album, check it out. There's all kinds of the bride, the groom.
And hopefully a lot of these are already online, but if you see one that isn't online, just give us a call. We've
Look
been
at this downtown St. Louis.
trying our best to get them all.
The other thing we have is we have a whole set of babies. Blue and pink, first month, second month, my first everything. My first walking, my first eating. Here's what 1 month looks like in pink.
We have all of those too.
We have school days. We have one called speech. I love mommy.
We have a lot for graduation too.
Yeah, we're setting up our graduation
Yes.
area.
We'll be able to maybe show you that tomorrow.
I hope so. There's cross country memories. Some people have used this when they've done a memorial
Yep,
board
that's
for
great one.
services. Massachusetts, we have all the states. This looks a little bigger than usual, doesn't it, Diane?
I don't know, it's a long...
And then brand new are these sports balls.
Oh,
so
wow.
We've got
I haven't seen these.
these just are brand new. They just came in. So we have tennis and volleyball, softball, basketball.
Oh, those are fabulous.
They're nice. There's basketball.
Wow.
Look at that little giraffe.
Oh, he's
Isn't
so
he cute? And
These
then
die cuts are just
baseball
amazing.
season is starting. I'm making a mess. There's a paw print border, and you could cut those apart if you wanted to. And then we have Taekwondo girl and Taekwondo boy. And more basketball. Story time.
We have just about every
Basketball.
theme.
We do. Here's paramedic. Okay, and here's Elvis Presley.
Oh,
Thank you very much. This is our grand dog right here.
yeah.
Oceans of Fun, Germany. We have lots of musical instruments,
we
and
do.
you can just go out and look online,
Okay,
and you'll see the
thank you.
different themes. There's that. Here's
Chris,
this. Diane, this isn't
how
for
much
us.
is that? Okay, the Lucky in Love is $13.99, and it is now online.
This is another one of those wedding ones. This is Parents of the Bride. It makes your album so easy.
Yep.
Grandpa. We've got some more wedding ones. Okay, and then this one we should mention. We have all the birthdays in blue and pink. Let's see. Try to get Whitewater. And we've got cruise. If you're going on a cruise or been on a cruise.
I bet there's a lot of people on a cruise
More
right
for
now.
tennis. And here's, it's dance recital time coming
Yep.
up. So there's a dance one. And that's we've got some other sports here. We've got bowling with the bowling balls.
We have lots of sports ones too. So
Kentucky.
every state.
Yeah, we carry every state. So that, and then
Okay.
we carry the word states, and then we have the state shapes. So we got a lot of those in, so
Yeah,
check
just
it
give us a
out.
call if you don't find what you're looking for online.
And thank you, everybody, and thank you, Becky, for joining us
Yes, it
today.
was
I think
fabulous.
we were all amazed. I was amazed when I came over and looked at her projects, and we so appreciate that.
And we do have the die, the
retro bus kit
buses.
is available. We got it back in stock just in time for Becky to come.
Yep.
We actually have been holding off on Becky until it came back in stock, so we were happy it's here.
Well, thank you, everybody.
So have a great, wonderful, crafty day, and we hope we see you soon.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.